Hello everyone, welcome back to Classic Mini Shorts. Today I want to try and spend some time on this rear lip here. As we can see, all rusted away there, and actually even on the inner skin here. So from about here to there, or maybe even there, we need to look at putting some replacement metal. I'm going to just go to this line here, do the best I can. It's not an area that I think I'm going to do a brilliant job on, but it is going to be under the seal, and we do need to get rid of this rust. So first job, get rid of the paint, have a look, see what's going on. Then I've got a couple of bits of metal strip that I cut off another panel, so need to get rid of this. This used to be a Magnum panel. Need to get rid of this black coating. Then that's going to go in here, hopefully. Welding, grinding, trimming to size. So yeah, let me get some of the paint off some of this stuff. Just using a wire wheel. Won't film it, it's not particularly exciting. And then we'll see where we're at. I'm not going to be able to repair that, so it's not that far gone. I'll probably just put rust killer on there, cure rust. Then on this section you can see the damage that we will be replacing. And then if we can see the inside edge here and the extent of the damage on there, so we'll cut probably to there on the inside edge, maybe to there because of that piece. So about there, where that spot weld there is, up to about here. Right, well, there's not much else to say apart from to cut out now. Right, there we go. It's the outside piece removed. I did measure this. Obviously there's still some left, but it's about 8mm from this ridge to here. So we've just written that down. The other thing I have written down actually is all along the top here. This point, this point, this point, over there and there. All 366. If anyone's interested in that dimension. So when we re-establish this bottom edge, we know what we're aiming at in terms of that distance. Now that's the only bit we're changing there. There's a bit more to change on the inside, so I've just got to very gently run the cutting disc along the inside here. I think we're going to about there. So there's almost twice as much of the inside needing changing. Where's it gone? Show you this piece that came out. So that's the outside of it. Actually not too bad. I mean, corroded obviously. But then when you look on the inside, you can see it's terrible. In fact, completely gone. And yeah, the water's just getting down underneath that seal and in between the bits of metal. So yeah, definitely needs doing. So I'm going to pop you down over here, give you a bit of a view of what I'm trying to do. I'm going to do the spot welds now, hammer and chisel, and also maybe the cutting disc in at this angle. Just try and get this piece of metal out. Quick status update. got all the paint off of these, so I'll be able to actually weld them in. Done a bit of prep. So we've got the short one, which will go, it will go there, like that. And then obviously you'll need a little bit of a bend in it. And then we've got the long one, so starting there, because that's so long and it's a curve this way, needs to be slightly deformed, so we'll tack it on and then we'll push it and then tack it, and hopefully the heat from the weld when I'm tacking it in place will help put it to the right shape. So that comes along there and then comes up and then blends in there. So yeah, fairly pleased with that. It's going to be a right pain in the bum to weld. Well, the spot welding here will be fine, but welding it back onto the parcel shelf down there is going to be tricky, and welding this, well, welding those two together, that seam weld along that join is you know, like here, it's going to be pretty tricky, probably beyond my skills, but I shall have a go and see what happens. So using our magnets that we always use down there, got a couple of clamps on as well. Around here, turn the light on. So that's pretty much in the right place. I've just got to weld up that seam there. Well, that's one bit in, so that's the inside piece there, giving us that nice solid edge. Obviously, as I say, it runs up there. Some of the trickiest to access welding I've had to do. So I've moved on to fitting the back section from there to there, just so that's the outer skin. I've just got my magnets holding it and clamped up there. And then what I'm doing, just edging the chisel down in the gap so I can push the lip up flush, and then just tacking it on. Just getting enough on there to hold it. I've got to take that clamp off because it's pulling it in too hard. I just built the edge back up there, so when I grind that down, should be able to have a sharp edge along the top there. Just had to put this behind so I could. So I will now go along and dot this. Not looking too bad. Let's push it out just there. Just put the earth clamp further up. Just needs pushing out there. Right, and then I'll fill it in and show you what that looks like. There's tons of weld on there, but I don't think it's gone too badly considering my lack of welding skills. When I grind that back, that's going to be right in this line here, so hopefully it won't be too obvious, and then it's going to be under the seal for the window. So with any luck, that'll be a good repair.